Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Monday, November the 29th already. Oh, well, yes, the year it's almost over. This is pre-market live day trading pre-market analysis here at Successful YouTube channel. I hope everybody had a great long weekend if you are stateside. For me, mine was mostly about rest, relaxation. Yes, I did work, so publish more article on the blog Successful Trading. Played tennis. Tennis was great on Saturday. Yeah, it was cold at first, and then a bright sunshine, California, a bright autumn sunshine in California, as we're used to it on here, came along. And yeah, oh, well, I made up for the previous week. The previous week, our session was a little bit short and we couldn't get our favorite quotes. But yeah, but to be honest with you, though, I wish this weekend I was not stateside. I wish this weekend I was across the pond, more precisely in the city of Douala, where a very young man partake into how do they say enterrer sa vie de garçon. He did more than enterrer sa vie de garçon. He partake into matrimony. So congratulations to you, sir. Many things to come. I will be reviewing the photos that you guys sent me. So I wish I was in Douala. But regardless, we are here. It is 5:46 a.m. Pacific time, 9:46 a.m. Eastern time. It is Monday, November the 29th. Just another. I know I'm all over the place. I need to be making these I don't know, show or some of these video in French. I need to record, and maybe I'm not sure today or whatever. I'm going to make an aftermarket video or something fully in French. Maybe there's an audience out there. I mean, French people, most of them they speak English, but I know I will be intimidated, right? At least I wouldn't be choosing a content that is in English just to read the subtitle. But hey, let's also mes amis traders français, je vais faire des vidéos. Et nous avons des vidéos aussi. J'ai fait des vidéos sur Finviz à la demande de certains traders, mais je veux faire une vidéo de peut-être ma stratégie sur QQQ. Si vous ne savez pas, ma stratégie sur QQQ que nous tradons dans notre Discord. On a des traders. Alexander from Paris is one of the traders live right now in our Discord channel. So that's something that we are looking for. So hello, good morning. J-Bates, glad to have you on board, and everybody who is on. We are going to dive into this pre-market analysis for Monday, November the 29th. Welcome to the show. All right, okay, so what do we have in store? When we last traded, it was a brief day, a short day, so hopefully you were not caught up on that. I know some traders who were asking me late around let's say it was close to 1 p.m. Pacific, so close to 3 p.m. in the afternoon, about the position. Unfortunately, folks, the day after Thanksgiving in the US, the market closes exactly at 10 a.m. Pacific. That is 1 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully you didn't run into trouble on that. At the time, folks, the markets, because of the so-called variant, I don't even know the name of it, and not that I'm ignoring that, but yeah, the new COVID variant, at least that's the reason that they were giving us that, hey, the market was down because of that. So this morning, we are, if I switch screens down here, let me just do that to get us into Finviz and to see what are some of the biggest movers, if we can. Okay, so actually to get you into Finviz Select, you can just stay in the same screen. Okay, so this is it. So let's make it like this. You can stay on the same screen, and all you have got to do is move it like this. Okay, this is even better because when we zoom in, then we can see more of the stock. Okay, so what we are looking for here is a criteria all the stock that are optionable over $20, we are excluding the ETFs, and we want the average daily volume to be over 750,000 per day over the last 3 months. That's the criteria here on Finbase. And when you do that, you have an output here of 964 stocks. So obviously you cannot trade, but at least by filtering here on change, we can look at the ones which are the most bearish. Okay, so let's hear Logitech, which has been in the big downtrend over the last 3 months on here. Yeah, I mean, this is a computer hardware company rather from Switzerland with a market capitalization of 14.15 billion. It seems as if it has found a bottom. Yeah, so it's actually an interesting stock on here, a chart, if you will. So gapped up a little bit on last Friday, and then gapping up further, now facing resistance at 85. It could be what's known for in trading lingo as a dead cat bounce. Well, I don't like that. I don't like that phrase at all. But in any case, meaning that's just what's a dead bat counts in trading, folks. It is just so the stock is in downtrend, then it's trying a reversal, but that failed. So let's see on here. This one actually has gone through several of those in the past, right? You can see there all the way to the mid-September when it went down from 105 to 95 continuously. Then it's trying to go back to 100, got rejected there, and then a big gap down ensued from, let's say, 97 to 90. Since then, mostly downwards, and then now the trend over the month of November, we could say that some consolidation has gone under, showing support within at around $80. So now, hey, this stock, if it can go to 85 and above, there is definitely, so the first line of resistance that it will face will be 90. It's clear, you can see that. How do you find resistance on the chart? You look to the left, and then you see the number of touches that the stock has had at that previous level. So 90 will be resistance on there, and then after that there's a gap to be filled all the way to 95, 100 and above. So this is how we do technical analysis on here live on this pre-market show. So Opticare, this one is all over the place. I mean all over the place. Is a $28 stock, but just up down pretty much. I mean, it was a consistent downtrend here from $28 in mid-September, from early September all the way to the end of October, then put in support. Support on this one is at 23, no, actually not, before 23, because let's say just below, let's say 24, really, 24, and resistance at 28. So this is a stock that has been trading in a range. And the industry on here, medical care facilities from the USA with 4.61 billion as a market capitalization. Okay, Liberty Global, a communication service company on here, has been trading in the range over the last 3 months between $30 and $27. Really nothing to like on here, folks. Maybe for day trading, it hails from the United Kingdom. All right, we say hello to London, and with Miss she used a different handle inside our Discord room and in here on YouTube. So here on YouTube, typically it's Africa Mama. So we know she hails from London. Congratulations to you and the young traders over there. So we say hello. Next stock on here, let's say maybe MRK. MRK is a stock that we're more familiar with, right? So Merck's a drug manufacturer from the USA with 205 billion market capitalization. What has been the trend here? This one has been very difficult to read. I have to be honest with you, because this one, on multiple times, it had dark print. Even our computer, our computer does a short-term 5-day stock price forecast, right? That's what the famous successful trading trade alert. So if you are curious about that, actually, I'm writing a series of articles right now on this very topic. To bring more awareness to actually that, hey, yes, what's the successful trade alert? They are a stock price forecast over the short term of the bid. So I think I wrote a couple of articles this weekend, one on Nvidia, Bank of America, and Qualcomm. So I'm going, my intent is here over the next 30 days or so to really increase, to make a series out of it. Well, multiple stock, very popular stock that people are looking for price forecast, price projection as we go into 2020, right? So the price projection that the analysts give us typically there for 1 year. So I'm studying that, and then along with our very own short-term forecast. So for those, depending if you want to be a long-term investor, you can be both. I do both, right? Maybe not on the same account necessarily, but you can be a short-term investor doing that through option trading, like we focus on here, and you can be a long-term investor holding position in other type of accounts. So a couple of stocks on here that's really so. MRK has been hard to read because every single time tried. This stock has traded, let's say, range bound really in the 70s, right? So then early October, above 80, and then immediately a sell-off. A sell-off that lasted over 2 weeks actually, because I can read the number of candles there are almost 15 of them. And then out of nowhere, reversed all the way to 90, then gap down with there's news on this. I mean, if given with the news, you are going to see on the bullish side as we finish on here. And then let's say Zoom is here. Zoom is one of those. I mean, the trade on Friday was the have and the have not. Well, they have either the COVID play and the anti-COVID play. So Zoom, Peloton, they were the most bullish stock on Friday, but that's not sticking, right? So that's, let's say in the case of Peloton here, Peloton has been in a downtrend after that massive gap post earning from $90 to below 60s, and now actually Peloton is trading in the 45s, folks. Yes, 45. That's where it has been. So that's this is a perfect case of a dead cat bounce on Peloton, as it gapped on Friday, could not sustain that mini rally, and now it's finding itself minus 1.83% here in pre-market. Zoom, similar type of pattern really. So there could be trade on there for us on the bearish side. So for us, we have a technique so basic technical analysis. Well, basic, I don't know so much about the technical analysis that gives us trend. We have to trade a bullish trend using VWAP. Below VWAP posting lower lows, that's bearish. Above VWAP posting higher highs, that's bullish. Speaking of bullish, before I go into the bullish side, there is a stock on here, Pinduoduo. Thank you, Pinduoduo, for giving us good money. We had to take the trade before earnings, but hey, I guess that's how money is made right now. So I will be spending time on here. There are still earnings going on, folks. I have actually a list of massive earnings for this week that we should not be missing, because at least if they continue doing what they have been doing, we want to take that money. So we made some money on Peloton, not on Peloton, on Pinduoduo, PDD, that is, on last week. So now the situation is, does it going to really continue selling off? Because I mean, that was massive, below 70. That's the lowest price over the last 3 months for PDD on here. So for those who are inside of our Discord room, we know that we will be following this one, because PDD, it's one of the stock this week. That's our computer gave us last Wednesday. Thursday was a close day. So that's some of the Lemonade is here. Lemonade again has been on a bearish trend. You can clearly see from 70 all the way to the 50. So it's support at 50, and now it's going to be starting a recovery, well, or a dead cat bounce. We do not know. So let's keep an eye on that stock as well if you trade that. So on the bullish side on here this morning, what's leading? Moderna. Okay, so I told you, right, the have and the have not. So here's Moderna, and another stock that's just all over the place, right? So found support, let's say 230 thereabout, and since then has just been gradually going up, folks. So now for me, I look at resistance there at 350, up 10% this morning at 363. Let's see what type of week Moderna is going to have. So should we consider 400 calls on here? I'm not even sure, because with Moderna, those options are so expensive. It's not even funny, right? I don't think I've ever traded any successful option on Moderna. I just have not traded option on Moderna, to be frank with you, overall. But I mean, the chart is just a screamer overall. So let's see. So for December the 3rd, on the call side, geez, are you serious? So if you want even 400 calls on Moderna, you need to bring in $3.50. That's $350 for a contract, folks. Yaks. That's not telex. That's not telex material. 450. So you see, yeah. I mean, come on. This is trading $100 out of the money contract. This type of huge implied volatility, that's increased the price of this I'm not a big fan, folks. So I pass. Well, not a pass. I mean, this stock, if you own it, good for you, but has just been a little bit all over the place with the news. So this morning, Li Auto here is gaining 8%. I believe they had auto manufacturer from China with the 35.7 billion market capitalization. The chart here, it's actually not bad. The chart here, let's say the stock has been facing resistance, has been trading more recently over the last 30 days in a range of 30 to $34 per se, and now it's gapping up above 35. So a stock doing something new for the first time over the last 3 months. That's good. So the question here would be, will it come back and retest the previous resistance at 34? And from there, it will tell us if it is to continue upward. So yeah, there's definitely a trade that one can set up here today to trying to take up advantage of that. Amplitude software application, 7.2 billion market cap on here. Downtrend at 70, recent support at 65. It's up 7% in pre-market. What else is on here? That's Hertz. Hertz, yeah. This one is another one. It's so difficult for me to trade chart like this one. So let me make it such that you guys can see it on here. Before we highlight another stock that's part of so Hertz is here. This chart, I mean, don't get me wrong, the chart actually from $15 in September, the stock rallied massively to 25, consolidated there for 3 weeks time, another run to all the way to 45, and since then find its way to 25 and then to 20 again. So you would have had the best of both worlds here on Hertz over the last 3 months. First, a massive bullish run. So congratulations if you took advantage of that. And then a reversal all the way to support at 20, and now it's trying to put it another bullish run. The stock is up this morning at gapping up 6.2%. Volume 400k. So yeah, if it's to your liking. A stock that was bearish on Friday and bullish this morning, it's Royal Caribbean Cruises. Obviously with the news, well, I know obviously with the news, I don't know anymore with these stocks, right? So here we are, very bearish on Friday, gapping down badly from, let's say 70, was it 77 to all the way to sub. This stock went to 66, was it? No, 67 or so on Friday. It is part of the successful trade weekly alert, so we expect the stock to move, and it's starting the day plus 5.52% bullishly on here. So let's see how that goes. Are they going to go and close the gap today? It's very possible. And so this morning is like really the morning after something very surprising happened to you, so you don't know the direction. So for me, I'm just going to be feeling the market today, to be honest with you. So I'm like, okay, which way are we going? What is it? Because I was looking even at QQQ. You know that we trade QQQ on Mondays, right? So QQQ on here in pre-markets, what is QQQ doing? Okay, plus 1.24%. Okay, let's see. Maybe they want to recover or not. As long as the market is moving, we know there is money for us to be made. So those are the movers here. So you are going to see a lot of the travel services, especially the cruises, right? So here's Norwegian cruise as well, and I believe CCL should be there as well. The other industry that's or sector of activity that's bullish this morning after being bearish on Friday. I'm actually going through nice. Some of them went through a very nice recovery. We're looking at the chart of Oxy. I like trading this stock. Unfortunately for me, there are so many other trades that we have. I always find myself second guessing, oh, I should have traded all today. But all those move, all moves actually, I mean, for the most part here, if we can attest by the chart, the 3-month daily chart of Oxy, support in early September at 26 and then rally all the way to 34. That's massive. That's massive for days. And setting up weekly option on a stock like Oxy, I think you will come ahead more often than not, really. So let's see how Oxy and the rest of the all stock will be trading this morning. What else is in here? Really, those are the main one. So I think then, yeah, as I see this stock here, JKS, that gave us a transition. Actually, before we jump into the earnings this week and talk about that, let me just make sure that what we let's see, what do we have? We say hello to some people on here, and yes, that's why I came on here, because when I have a list of stock right in pre-market that I want you to take a look, but it's better actually that I spend time um, talking about the stocks that you guys, you the viewers, you want to take. So thank you for those who are watching on here. We appreciate the likes. And so Mr. Harold John is asking, check on PFE. All right, we will gladly oblige. So let's go ahead and take a look at PFE here. So the best way for me to do that maybe is just to stay here on the same screen and bring in the chart of TradingView. Yeah, I had a lot of positive feedback for new traders who were able to get themselves the subscription on TradingView. They really like the features on there, being able to have multiple screen to retrace. Today's Cyber Monday, right? So I think there are still, those deals are still going on. TradingView is giving you one free month, a month free, meaning that when you buy a subscription for a year, let's say the Pro version, and so that subscription will be valid for 13 months instead of 12 months. Myself, I renew my subscription. Yes, and you guys know I have the paid version of that because I have to teach on here. So it's worth it. It's worth it. It's not that expensive really, because there is a 40% discount on the Pro version, TradingView Pro. There is a 50% discount on the Pro Plus, and then there is a 60% discount on the premium, so depending on your need. So this is a PFE chart. This is the 15-minute chart. Maybe let's go here and look at the daily chart. The daily chart, and the stock is gapping this morning to 50. What's the pre-market here? 55. That's quite a bit, isn't it? So how come we didn't see it on so Pfizer? Is it because of the volume? That's interesting. No, the pre-market volume actually on Pfizer is almost 800,000 shares. So the stock is up. Okay, it's gapping up 2%. On Friday, it was up. Okay, Friday it was up. The gap up that you see here was on Friday all the way, plus 6% on Friday, right? Wow, that's that's big money right there in option, folks. And this morning they're adding an extra 2% onto there. So a chart such as this one, very difficult a little bit to trade, because from a technical point of view, yes, it definitely has bullish trend, but it does not have room on the upper Bollinger side to carry forward. That's what happened really on Friday, because after that gap, you would have been hard pressed to make much money on it after the gap on Friday, folks. Yeah, so it went from an opening price of $54 to $54.94. That's less than 2% on that side. So, and then actually went down a little bit to 53.25. That was the low of the day before closing at 54. And this morning we are starting at 55. But the thing with technical analysis is that times allow it actually to make more room for the stock to move forward. So hey, let's keep an eye on this week on Pfizer. I mean, this is an all-time high, right? So meaning normally there's really no resistance above that. So if they want to pump Pfizer up on here toward the end of the year with all of the news that's are coming along, unfortunately, this one can really get going. So we will keep an eye on Pfizer for the rest of this week. Thanks to the trader who Mr. Howell. So we say hello to Beautiful Gates. If anybody has any other stock that they want us to take a look at, please do that as of now, as we have literally 7 minutes left on here on this live day trading pre-market analysis for Monday, November the 29th, 2021. Yeah, folks, in a few, just 30, how many days before the end of 2021? I don't even want to think about that. What I want you to think about right now is to bring in, go to Finviz and quickly summarize the list of earnings this week. Because yeah, one could say, oh, we are end of November, there's still plenty of earnings. Actually, I took notes here. There are over close to 20 relevant earnings really between tomorrow and Friday. So let's quickly go here. So the way you go about doing that, right? So let's see, we have, yeah, perfect, we have it here. So either you go here on Finviz. Finviz is one of those easy tools that we use on here to really, I mean, it's a nice scanner for us. So this week, we can say either this week or over the next 5 days. So these are day thought I would see more, but that's fine. So let me highlight some of the one here. In what order? In order of operation, I guess. So tomorrow before market opens, JKS. Where's JKS? JKS. Let's make sure that you guys can see the screen here. So here's JKS. JKS is Jinko Solar Holding Technology from a solar company from China. This is daily chart. Yeah. So for me on here, so tomorrow before market opens, that's so meaning in order for us to take advantage of this trade, we need to put in the trade by the closing today, right? Because the earning is before market open on November the 30th. So JKS, if you ask me, so feast or famine, we have seen these many charts quite often. So we are looking at least 48 puts and the likes of maybe. So okay, 60 calls, anything above 60 calls. So I need to go. I didn't quite go to the option chain, right? So we still have time on here. So the implied volatility is going to be major. JKS only has monthly option, meaning the closest expiration that we have access to, folks, is December the 17th. This is good and bad, but so really in that case, okay, I will then be confidently taking a trade. I'm going to say on the bullish side, 80 calls. They were going on Friday for 34 cents bid, 46 cents ask. Let's say this morning, where's the stock starting? 3.48% is gapping up. So okay, that's so meaning the calls will be even more expensive. Which means that's one way to look at it. For me, when calls are more expensive, a stock is going up, right? So the silver lining is puts are cheaper. All right, puts pay more. Just remember that puts pay more. So on the bearish side here, if we have to be bearish, support is at 45. Yeah. So, but the 45 puts, they're gonna be awfully expensive. So, yeah, that's this one is tricky on here. I really like to take the trade on it, but it's going to force me to pick some very unusual strike price. And again, we have time. So, let's see how we will be going on today. But because from my rule is not to spend more than 50 cents per contract per direction per leg, meaning the call, I need to find a strike price for the call to be less than 50 cents. I feel comfortable with that. On the put side here, in order to get below 50 cents, we will need to go to 38. Well, actually the 38 here, now that the stock is gapping up 3%, the 38, maybe the 39 puts, they will be affordable. They will be in that price range. So that's JKS for tomorrow. Before the market open, another one before the market open tomorrow. I don't see it here, but I thought Momo, at least on my platform, could it be because of the price? Yeah, because Momo stock is not above $15. I can guarantee you that. Momo stock is trading at $12.49. Okay, so geez, yeah, this one has weekly options, so I'm just going to go there. On the put side, I mean, $12 puts, we can try to trade them. $12 puts, and on the call side, maybe $13 calls. Strike price. Okay, so for Momo then, Momo has been a very funny stock, to be honest with you. So Momo, December the 3rd, expiration, we are looking for 13 calls and 12 puts. The stock is currently trading right in the middle at 12.50. Okay, and you can even scalp Momo today, right? Because the implied volatility will be increasing. So you just trade the direction today. Above you, bullish above you are posting higher highs, bearish below you are posting lower lows. So that's for tomorrow pre-market. But after hours tomorrow is where my eyes are going to be all wide open. Yeah, starting with CRM. This is the daily chart of Salesforce. Okay. For those in my Discord room, you'd already know what I will be doing. So again, we will be strangling this trade. It is part of a successful trade alert watch list. That's all I need to tell you. Other stock that will be having earnings after hours tomorrow. Amber, is it here? For whatever reason, I'm not seeing that's one on here. Is it because of volume? NTAP is another one that's ZS. ZS is here. Oh yeah, this is interesting to me. Ooh, I like that chart already. What do I like about that chart? The stock has just gone from $260 in early October all the way to $370 recently, folks. Yeah, now it's staging a consolidation around 342. So I like it a lot. I like that a lot. Yes, hopefully I can afford the option onto this. So let's quickly tell as we're about to close here. Just let me check the option chart. Yes, the option they do have um weekly expiration. So the weekly expiration, I don't ask me why, folks. Yeah, I just look at the put side. So 260 puts, man, they're expensive. My goodness, this thing is expensive. Okay, but we will have time tomorrow because it's tomorrow after market close. So we'll have the day tomorrow to figure that. So NTAP, Amber, CRM, Box, and ZS. Then the next day, on the 12th first, in pre-market you have KR, SIG, KR, it's Kroger, and you have TCOM, the travel company. After hours, Okta, 5, below 5, Viv, and Snowflake. Those are the earnings on 12/1 that we'll be looking at. On 12/2, we will be looking at Docu. Where's Docu? Here's Docu. Here's the chart of Docu. Pretty much sideways for the last 3 months, right? I mean, range bound between 280 and 250. So it will have to pick a direction after the earnings. Marvel also had, this is Marvel Technology here, has earnings after hours on December the 1st, so that would be Wednesday. So interesting trade there for us to set up as well. Splunk, is this Splunk or Splunk? Splunk, easy for me to say. Splunk, software infrastructure company from the USA with 20 billion of market capitalization. The chart is very, very enticing. The stock was trading at 170 literally 20 days ago or so. Now it's trading at 125. Very, very interesting. We're looking for that move. Last but not least, I think Big Five will be having earnings on Friday. So again, how do you find earnings on here? You just go to FinViz and do something like that and keep track of them. For those in our Discord room, who will be posting some our trades as we have been doing. So the goal for today is to try to make some money here to close the month of November very nicely. QQQ is moving in pre-market, so that's always a good sign. Up plus 1%. How much? 1.2% thereabouts at 395. Let's say 396 de facto. We have our watch list, folks. You have some of the stock that we highlighted on here. So just for the road, which one are we looking at with a keen eye this morning? So for me, let me give you a couple of stock that I'm definitely looking with a keen eye this morning to show us something. So we have our tiny friend FCX, right? So that's Freeport McMoran. So that stock, we noticed something on it on Friday when the market was selling off. It was recovering just quietly and closed at 37 dollars or so. So it's up 2.35% this morning. Keep an eye on FCX, folks. All right. So that's one of the stock that's we definitely want to have high on our watch list today. And then PayPal, something has to happen on PayPal because all of last week PayPal spent the time going sideways. So those are the stock. And again, the successful the successful traders in our Discord room, that's easy to say, Telex, they have then we have our watch list. That watch list, we follow it along, and I think we have posted on here how to use the successful trader alert watch list. Thank you, everybody. We wish you a good trading week. There are still opportunities on the earnings side, and we say bye-bye to everybody, more particularly Douala. We love you. Bye-bye. A plus.